Welcome to another unboxing from theplayersaid.com. I'm Grant. Tonight we are unboxing Nemo's War, which is a second edition from a game released several years ago from Victory Point Games. And this edition has been deluxeified. It has been given retooled art as well as retooled components. And this is a game that I'm pretty excited about. In fact, just looking at the game, to me, evokes a lot of theme. If you don't know, Nemo's War refers to the great novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. And in essence is the late 1800s. Nemo has developed this technology and this amazing submarine and is going around the world kind of fighting off imperialism and being attacked by various countries. So this game looks pretty awesome. It's a solitaire game, but it also has a 2 to 4 player variant, and we're actually going to try to play this week. We're going to play it as a 3-player game to start off. Then we'll try it out as solitaire. But I'm going to go ahead and rip into it. And while I'm doing that, actually this week, I was thinking about ways to kind of make these unboxing videos a little more exciting. But I will spare you from any theatrics or singing or anything like that. But very interested in this game. This game is designed by Chris Taylor. And the art, which is absolutely phenomenal. Let me kind of, pull that up there. The art is by Ian O'Toole, and it is really fantastic art. There's a picture of the sub. Here's the spine of the game. You can see there's a huge great white shark. It is Shark Week. Very, very nice looking game. So there's artwork by Ian O'Toole. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. This is a war game, and this involves a lot of different aspects. But once again, it's designed as a solitaire game, but then it has a 2 to 4 player variant. Look at that rule book. It's glossy, but it is thick. That's about my gosh, that's a 31-page rule book. Really good stock paper. Actually, the rule book doesn't look that dense. I think it has a lot of good examples, so hopefully it'll be easy to pick up and learn. But I'm interested in this game, interested in trying it a great deal. So there's the rules. I'll throw those down. Epilogues is what this book is, and I believe these are the scenarios that you can run through. Maybe they're not. I'm not sure what it is. Looks like there's some really cool pictures. Oh, okay, I see. It's kind of a level of victory. It kind of tells you what the level of victory is, and you can kind of look at this to get a little more theme and read about it. Kind of cool. Kind of interesting. So there's that. All right, counters. There are, let's see, 3 full sheets worth of counters. They are double-sided. And you can see these represent the various ships that are chasing you. You can see here's the Glasgow. So obviously this is a British ship. The Monarch, Devastation, Invincible, Cerberus. So you can see there's a lot of different types of ships there. Those counters are really nice. They're kind of bigger counters. I feel like that's a very good-sized counter representing a ship. This is an armored frigate. Flip it over, and that's is it a different? No, it is simply a color-coded backside that kind of reminds you that it is reduced. So really nice looking counters. There's a lot of them too. Here we'll look at this sheet, and it's pretty much the same. They're just a little bit different types of ships. These appear to maybe be ships that you are hunting. They appear to be cargo ships or other type, whereas the ones we looked at previously were ships of war. There's a sea serpent right there in the middle. That's really cool. Really like that counter. Nice looking counter there. Turn those over on the back. You can get a kind of another look at some of those. These are different tracks. Exploration. This one is science. And then these are different tokens that are used throughout the game. I've not read a whole lot on the rules on this, but I do know that it is, once again, it's a solitaire game, so it's pretty involved. And you can see these tokens have various instructions on them to follow, so you know how to do the action. So there's a look at the counters. We're going to get the map board out. I'll take it off camera there for a second. Pretty good sized map board. It is a mounted map board, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and move these and kind of lay this out. You're probably asking me, why didn't you just do that before? So there's the kind of a look at the map board, and you can see it's pretty large. It's got kind of a lot of bookkeeping elements here on the right side of the map. You can see you have places there to store treasures. It also has the standard turn sequence and other items written here, combat sequence, which I believe is very, very important, particularly for a solitaire game. And then more on the left, this is where you track the movements of ships, the different items that you are searching for, as well as ships that are hunting you, I think are going to be placed on this area. So there's a lot of different elements there. There are a lot of event cards. We'll look at those here in a moment. That is a really fine looking map. This is a nice looking game. They've got the requisite dice. Pretty simple, standard fare. There are some crystals, which probably represent your currency. If you look at the board, there are a lot of representations of crystals on the board. I'm assuming that's what you have to pay to get there. Here are some wooden bits. These are pretty standard wooden cubes, but then they've got, these are probably markers used to track certain elements. This one is an A, very nice wooden. I like the look of that one. And then this one has a skull and crossbones. My guess is it tracks some form of pirates. So, but once again, haven't read through it. Here is a very cool miniature of the Nautilus. It's fairly durable plastic, not huge, but it does replicate what was seen on the cover of the rule book there and the box itself. So that's a neat little piece to the game. There appear to be some more counters here at the bottom. Don't know what these are. These appear to be C's. If you punch these out, they're just in the shape of a C. So there's some more of those. And then here are the cards. I'm going to go ahead and try to rip these open really quick. I was thinking about how to, I'm going to use my teeth again. I was thinking about how to, I don't have a copy of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and obviously I'm recording with my camera, but I had a thought maybe a dramatic reading of part of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, but I decided against that. In fact, my wife encouraged me not to, so thanks, honey. Appreciate that. So these are various cards. These say co-op role, and I'm assuming when you play cooperatively, 2 to 4 player, you're actually going to choose one of these roles or crew to be on the ship itself. So you're going to have specific duties and responsibilities, and you can see there's quite a few that are duplicates. The purser, the tactical officer, there is an officer of the deck, the XO, tactical officer again, purser, etc. But you can see they're going to tell you different things that you're going to do as far as setup, how you're going to do the game, kind of play it, and then once again you carry out these duties. It does say there other duties determine motive at setup and possible Act 3 change. I have no idea what that is, but obviously you're going to have different roles. So that's those cards. They're really nice. They're actually kind of I don't want to say flimsy cards because they're good stock, but these bend a little bit more and aren't as rigid as other cards in games. I think these are going to wear well. They have a nice linen finish. I'm probably going to sleeve them, but they're a little probably going to be easier to shuffle and handle as you're playing the game. So here we're going to look at a couple of upgrades. So obviously as you complete missions, you're going to get Nautilus upgrades. Remember, the Nautilus is the submarine that you are in. Here we're looking at a hydro drive. Don't know what the numbers or letters mean, but each time you perform a move action, you can move the Nautilus up to 2 consecutive oceans. So obviously you can move further, but different abilities here. Double hull, you're going to be able to resist damage. Gain an additional +1 DRM when exerting your hull resource. So there is some combat in this. You're out there fighting ships of the line, and these are different upgrades. There's one interesting, an arcane library. You receive a +1 DRM when performing a search or incite action. So you're going to be getting off your boat and doing some quest or adventuring, and I think that's kind of cool. In fact, the next cards in the deck you can see are entitled or titled Adventures. If I flip theirs over, there appear to be, I'm going to say about 40 of these, maybe 45 or 50, but they have, different information on them. They have some historical text there on the bottom left. They have a little bit of art, and they say test 7. I'm assuming you have to do something with the 7 as your intended goal. You can see there's different types, different colors. Don't exactly know what these are about, but they look nice. So looking forward to getting through these. Here's one called Another 1,000 Leagues. If the draw pile is empty, and then the game ends, it looks like. So I'm assuming you're going to have a certain number of adventures in a deck. You're going to draw through those, and then some condition is going to end the game when it has been met. So that is Nemo's War from Victory Point Games. I'm really excited to play this one. In fact, Alexander and Tim and I are going to play a 3-player game tomorrow night. If you don't know, Alexander's kind of our solitaire gamer extraordinaire. He loves solitaire gaming. I'm not really a huge fan of solitaire gaming. I'm more into the interaction, sometimes arguing, discussion about rules and strategy. Those are things that I enjoy. And I do play solitaire kind of out of necessity. I've played some really good ones from Victory Point Games, Mound Builders, The Alamo Remembered. The other day I played for the first time and now have played twice Comancheria from GMT Games. So I do like solitaire games, but I don't love solitaire games. So this one it's a solitaire game that has a cooperative element. So I'm really looking forward to that. So once again, this is Nemo's War from Victory Point Games. Look forward to this, and hopefully we'll get some plays in over the next couple of weeks, and maybe by the 1st of September or so we can have a review. We'll definitely have a first play video out, hopefully tomorrow night, with our first reactions. So appreciate you watching. For more information, please go to theplayersaid.com and read away. We appreciate it. Thanks, and have a good night.